Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Let Me Tell You Sundays. I'm your host, Barbara Ali, with my co host, Julian Morrow.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello there, Julian.
You all right?
How are you today on this jolly Sunday?
Well, it's not a jolly Sunday.
Sorry.
It's a somber Sunday.
It's a
Remembrance
somber
Sunday. Remember
somber
that, please.
Sunday. Today's show, as it is Remembrance Day Sunday here in the UK, I don't know if any other Commonwealth countries.
There's a lot of debate on this one.
Okay.
Who observes it, who doesn't, who wears a poppy, who doesn't.
So today's show is honour, and honour in all its shapes and forms.
Yeah, from codes of honour, honouring the dead, and
Yeah.
honour killings as well. We'll come to that later on. How there can be any honour in a killing, I don't know. But what about codes of honour, Barbara? You're an honourable guy.
I like to believe I am.
Every culture has its own code of honour, right? And there's certain things that are acceptable in some cultures, certain things that are not. You'll find this. Have you ever been to an Iranian's house?
Not that I can recall.
Okay, if you do, there's a concept in Iranian culture called tarof. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. In a moment, I'm going to discuss it with someone else, but it's we'll find out in a moment. But it's when you're offered something, the idea is that you politely decline it, even though it's something that you really want, and that's part of honour in their culture. I'm hoping that we're going to get through to an honourable friend of mine. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Baba.
Salam, Baba. Khubi.
Salam, Baba. Khubi.
Baro bokho befam. Let's eat some ghormeh sabzi.
You're learning everything.
I'm learning. I'm trying. Sam, all I say, you're through to a friend of mine as well, Barber Ali.
Okay.
Don't swear at him because he gets very upset. But we're talking about honour, codes of honour in different cultures. So the Iranian concept of tarof came to mind.
All right. Okay.
Why is it when I go to an Iranian's house and they offer me a cup of tea, I've got to say no 2 or 3 times before I can actually drink the damn thing?
Yeah, that's obviously is culture stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's all the Iranians that are like, if you go through the door, they're going to be saying like, "You go first." Do you know what I mean? He said, "No, you go first." He said, "No, you go first. After you. All the time, just they have to let you first. Do you know what I mean? So that's what they do. It's the culture, and the people carry on, and they're being polite.
And if someone steps out of this mode and doesn't do that, are they seen as dishonourable? Are they seen as rude? Or
Yeah, kind of, yes. But like some, for example, if he said no, I don't want it, and they're going to be thinking, oh, is that something wrong?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if he said like, did you have the food? And he said, yeah, I did have the food and things like that. Fair enough, they know about it. Obviously, you had the food before you coming in.
Yeah.
Or you said like, do you want some food? We got food and things like that. You said no. And he said, oh, but come on, mate, I can give it to you and things like that. You said, no, I had it and things like that. No, thank you. And they're going to be thinking, oh, maybe they don't trust us and things
So-
like that to have our food.
You've got to politely decline it, but then eventually say yes.
Well, politely, just say like, that's the easy way. Just the easy way. Say like, I'm not doing tarof.
Yeah.
Thank you. And obviously, I'm not hungry.
And
Thank you. That's it.
this word tarof literally means what? Manners or something
manners,
like.
kind of manners, like kind of like people putting each other's through. They say like, please have it, like please, this it's kind of as a please.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they make you like homey, like a homey person. Do you know what I mean? So like, come on, have it, and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Pushing it too much, and he's a manners. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just a kind of good. It's not kind of bad or anything. It's just a proper good.
You know, like when I said, do you want to be on the radio? And you said no 3 times, and then you said yes.
Who said that?
I'm joking. But my friend Barber is looking a bit confused. I'm going to let him ask you any questions he's got, and then we'll let
Okay.
you go.
All right, cool.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. I mean, doesn't it get
Assalamu alaikum.
wa alaikum salam? Doesn't it get awkward? The memes that come out these days. That awkward moment.
Yeah.
Doesn't it get very awkward when you've got loads of individuals refusing?
You don't get that much if, for example, me, I'm asking you, do you want some tea? And obviously actual tea I'm talking about, not the we go having a tea, have a dinner and things like that. Said, oh, do you want some tea? And you're going to say, no, thank you, I'm all right. And just explain to yourself. Just say, no, I'm all right. I don't drink tea. That's
Okay.
it. They're not going to be do the tar off anymore. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to be stop that individual tea stuff. They're going to be stop it. If he say like they're going to say, oh, I'll cook the food already tonight. Can you stay for food, please? And you're going to say, no, thank you. I'm going to be go. And they're going to say, no, please, can you stay? And they're going to be tired off doing the tar off for you time. And you're going to be turn around and say, like, oh, sorry, it's I'm just saying my wife's waiting for me at home and obviously cook the food. They want to like they want to make you to be happy. Do you know what I mean? Stay, have a food together, like a very. That's what I'm saying, like a homey thing. They just stay with you, have a chat, and do you know what I mean? Just whatever they got, they want to share it with you. Do you know what I mean? They try the stuff they got. They want to.
That's nice. I mean, I understand what you're saying. They want to share, but no one's saying yes. Everyone's saying no.
Out of politeness, Baba.
I know.
If you obviously if you're living in England, is that's what it are. Like in Iran, if you tar off, let's say like, yeah, do you want some tea? Someone will say, yeah, go on then. Yeah, someone will say no, and a couple of times they're like, come on, I'll make it tea for you. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, have it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they do in Iran. That's what they do all the time. Like, are you Pakistani yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's why like Pakistanis like say like I got loads of Pakistani friends. I grew up with the Pakistanis, and some of them say like her mum see me and his mum see me and he said like do you want some chapati and things like chapati and things like that and he said like yeah not at the moment and he said, I know that I can't eat it because it's got too much chili on it because I hate hot food and she said like yeah, go on then. I'll take it, and I'll take it home. I'll have a little bit, and I'll have to put the rest of them in the bin. Sometimes she just telling me, just coming in. No, please, my son, can you come in?
Yeah.
Please,
It's quite similar actually because if you go to Asian person's house, and the first thing they'll do is they'll offer you a drink or something.
That's right. Yeah, that's
and,
right.
Generally people say, no, I'm okay, but deep down they're probably thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
Asian country, like obviously Iran and Pakistan and things like that,
Yeah.
they're normally they're polite when the people coming in. Yeah, do you want some drink? Do you know what I mean? In back home, my mum, if she's builder coming in to sort out some building work,
Right.
she just said like in front of me. I saw it a couple of times. She said like to the builder, do you want some? I'll cook some food for you. Until you've finished some building work and stuff like that, you didn't decorate and things like that. The guy said, no, thank you. And a couple of times said, no, thank you. Said, that's the tar off. No. You know what I mean? He said, no, I don't want it. And after that, she said, okay, you sure you don't want it? He said, yeah, go on then. Yeah, all right then. You know what I mean? So he's hungry, but he's just doing the tar off. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
no. So
I
he
think
doesn't
that
wanna
I
make
think
him-
I think that's not okay. I mean, what you're saying is an Iranian thing, but I think generally it happens everywhere.
Well, Iranians
Yeah, exactly,
are
exactly,
famous
yeah.
for it.
Are famous for
and
it,
they've got
okay.
a word for it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
think.
that's Iranians. If you're in London or
Yeah.
England, it's just a little bit awkward. Do you know what I mean? To do that, like to the people, like if you go in the best place to go is Kensington. It's full of Iranian. If you go in there, you walk past the restaurant or you walk past the supermarket. Iranian guy is outside standing there. Yeah, just come in, mate. Just try this fruit. Just give you a fruit straight away. And he said, no, mate, thank you. I don't want it. Mate, come on, I don't want it. Thank you. No, just take it with you. Just take it. And he give it to you. Just take it. Do you know what I mean? So he wants to make it sweet. And he just, in 10 minutes time or half an hour time, he said, do you know what? I got back to that shop. I just buy a newspaper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just buy something to make him happy. Do you know what I mean? Make you a little bit guilty inside of it, but not bad way. It's a good way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's we are, unfortunately. So
I think I understand.
Sam, can I get you anything, Sam? Do you want a cup of tea?
Alhamdulillah.
I'll come and bring it to
thank
you. Look, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Actually,
Your
Sam, a bit off topic.
Oh, here we go.
A bit off topic here. This is very off topic, actually. I don't know if I should be talking about it. Really, I was watching TV yesterday.
Here we go.
Right. Okay. I was watching the show yesterday, and basically it was about homosexuality in Iran.
Astaghfirullah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And Julian doesn't agree with that what you just said, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So and it was basically saying that the way the Iranians deal with homosexuality is that if you're a man,
they say no 3 times. They say okay.
No. This is not. I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna get serious.
Sorry,
now. I'm gonna get serious. Now.
Okay, go on.
Let me get serious for a couple of minutes.
Go on.
Right. Okay. So the way they deal with homosexuality is like if you're a man and you say you're homosexual, they'll give you 2 options. They'll say, right, do you have a psychological disorder? Are you sick?
Yep.
Yeah. And if the person says no, this is how I feel, they goes okay. So basically, there's a woman inside you then. So what they do is they go and they make this man into a woman, basically. And the thing is, and then now what's happening is that where you've got, homosexuals in Iran, they're too scared to actually openly say they are because they'll be forced to become transgenders, isn't it? And they don't want to say they're sick either. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? Or actually, some of them are saying that I don't know how they're doing it. It's just crazy. But anyway, what do you think about something like that?
Is one thing about it is it's not all Iran. It's all Islamic countries like kind of like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like awkward. Do you know what I mean? It's the person who's born, obviously gay. Do you know what I mean? Not born gay. Is born like homosexual thing. All right, and is something happened to him? Obviously, he's come out like that, but. In Iran, that's what they do. Like they tell you, just go chop it off and make yourself as a woman, or just don't be homosexual.
Yeah,
just change yourself.
We'll cure your illness.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's what they do. But I'm thinking it's wrong because that's we call it imam in Iran. There some people in Iran they shouldn't be imam. They call themselves imam.
Ayatollahs.
And yes, exactly. Okay. Exactly. That's what they are. They're making their life more.
Well, there was a particular example on that show where a young man, obviously he was young at the time, and he was forced to become a transgender, and now he's like 36 years old, and he or she, the thing is, they don't even know what they are anymore. And he just completely regrets what's happened to he or she because it's not a he anymore. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation back home because everybody's scared. If they are, they're not going to be saying because they know about it. If they go caught with that, is they're going to be in prison or they're going to be kind of things going to be happen to them. Do you know what I mean? It's like. How can I tell you? There's some kind of stuff going to be happening to them. They're going to get rid of them.
Oh yeah. They'll end up getting killed or whatever. That's what they do.
You know what I mean? That's
but it's also in Malaysia and, like you said, other Islamic countries. What's happening in Malaysia? They've got clinics where you have to basically admit that you've got a psychological problem.
Yeah, obviously.
And they'll basically cure you because, religiously, we believe that. We are not created like that. You become that.
Exactly.
It's a choice.
No, that's right.
It's a choice people make.
Here's just one point before I let Sam go. As Sam pointed out, every Islamic country has this attitude.
Yes, it is.
Every Christian who reads the Bible or Jew that believes his holy book would have the same attitude. Yeah, right, But the one that Barbara Ali saw on TV was about Iran.
Yes.
Iran being singled out at the moment for certain reasons.
Yeah, but
and it's not because of how they treat gay people.
Yeah, because of that girl being hanged, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why they've done it. So lots of stuff.
Well, there's a lot of people being executed in lots of places, but we're hearing about it in Iran because
you're hearing
they're the enemy.
Iran because of the girl. She killed the rapist. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like I was talking to the Pakistani girl in Asda a couple of days ago, and she was saying, I know you're Iranian and things like that. There's lots of people thinking your country is crazy. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, like, because they're killing a woman, for innocent woman. I said, not really. If you're thinking about it, she's being raped. Obviously, put yourself as in England. She's being raped. And obviously, in here, if you get raped, obviously you go to the police station and report about it, isn't it? So it's same thing. You have to go down there, report yourself, and just tell them what's going on. And
But it's not as simple as that.
She's taken law in her hand.
No, it's not. It's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as that. I mean, if your integrity, your honor is being
that's honor for you.
There you go. I mean, you're in a situation. You don't want no one to take away your honor. So she did whatever she did, maybe at the spur of the moment. But I believe. Sorry, let me just finish. I believe that what happened to this young girl was because who done it? It was an Iranian officer or something, wasn't it?
Rayhana Jabari. Okay.
I don't know what exactly.
It was basically it was an Iranian authority or someone in authority in Iran who done that to her. And also, a lot of people are saying it was a sectarian issue as well because she was a Sunni Muslim and she did that to a Shia Muslim, etc., etc. They made an example of her. So. You saying that she took the law in her own hands, I don't believe, that's fair in saying that because when you're in a situation like that, you don't want no one to take away your honour, No,
that's understandable, but it's one thing about it, if she was Sunni or Shia, do you know what I mean? It doesn't, in Iran, it doesn't make a difference, do you know what I mean?
Are you sure though, bro? Are you sure? But are you sure? I mean, give me an example, like for example, I've never been to Iran, but I just hear things just like everybody else, yeah? For example, obviously, Iran is a predominantly Shia country. And also, it's been said that, Sunni Muslims have a very difficult time in Iran.
No. That's one thing about it. They're lying about it because we got Christians.
Okay.
We got Jews.
Right.
And we got Hindus. And we got Sunnis as well.
But have the Sunnis got any political say in Iran? This is the thing. I mean,
no. Of that way you're talking about because it's 92% of Iranians that are Shia.
Yeah.
So are we talking about 1% or 2% Christians and?
But that's fine. Whether it's 1% or 0.5%, have the Sunnis got any say, or have the Christians got any say politically in that country?
Kind of. You can't say a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of. You got a little bit.
Minority. They're treated like a minority.
On the sectarian issue, I would say, for example, Iran has the largest Jewish population in any Muslim country. There's a reason why they haven't left, because they are treated well there. On the Sunni Shia issue, I think the Iranian Islamic Republic doesn't wish to differentiate between Sunni and Shia.
But Julian,
yes,
I'll tell you something.
Go ahead.
You know about this girl, she was died by being killed, right? I'll tell you something. In the Facebook, right, a few days ago, I was reading it.
Yeah.
Some Pakistani guy, obviously, I said, not against any person at all. You know me, I'm not like that at all. So, some Pakistani guy, he's put a written under it as a comment, and he said, all Iranians, Shia people in Iran, they are animals. All right, that's what he said, and he turned around. He's under it. He said there are kafir, all right, and someone else was Sunni. He just turned around. He was in there. He's writing down. He said, "Mate, what's your problem with Shia people?" And he just put it down again. Oh, they are unbelievable people. They're killing people. They're doing this and doing that and things like that. He said, "Are you being there yourself?" He said, and he put it on there, no, it doesn't matter, but there are kafir. And this guy, another Sunni guy, it was Mahmoud, something like that he was called. He just turned around and said, look, mate, that is racist. You call yourself Muslim because two Muslims that are arguing about it because of, he's a kafir, because it's Shia, because of this, because of that, because we're coming from one prophet. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you are, what names they're calling you. End of it, you're a Muslim.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Very well said.
And but that's what he said under it, and I comment about it. And the guy, he said, yeah, these people like well, I put it under there. I said, mate, if you got a problem with the Iranian, just come and see me. That's what I said. I was very upset about it. I'm just telling you right now that I was very upset because they're calling someone like, for example, I turn around and say, like, the Pakistanis, they're animals. They are kafir and things like that. Astaghfirullah. Never say that because of they are my mates. I live with them. I grew up with them.
Talk to them in Asda.
You can't say, yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't call to someone you don't know about it kafir. And if you call a Muslim kafir, why you are then? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I can tell you. Do you know what I mean? So this is the world
Sam,
we are living.
Spot on. A very honourable man
That's
on
right,
this
Baba. That's
Remembrance Sunday.
No worries,
Thanks
mate.
so much for go and give the milk to your baby now. I know you're
You know what I mean?
busy. Thank you very much for getting in touch.
That's all right. No worries. You
talk-
have a good night.
Thank
All
you.
right, mate.
Shab Bakhair.
I'll speak to you soon.
Khuda Hafiz. Bye-bye. That's Sam there, an honourable guy. I knew that he would bring a lot to the table. We started with honour and we ended up with revenge murder for a rape.
Yeah, we talked about that on one of our short videos, didn't we, last week? Well, not directly about that case, but we threw the scenario out there, and we even talked about would you take the law into your own hands? But this is a thing. Honor is something that's some people very hold dearly, and they don't like to lose it, easily.
Yeah.
So everybody reacts differently.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few points on that one, but before we do that, let's just remind everyone how they can have their say. It's phone number 01189 660 382. If you want to give us a call, anything goes. We're talking about honour. I started because it's Remembrance Sunday and we're honouring the war dead, but we got on to codes of honour, politeness, and then even trying to defend someone's honour. Or defending your own honour. On that note, the Rehana Jabari execution, I have to clarify, I do not approve of the death penalty. Okay, so I'm against all executions, whether they happen in Iran or in Saudi Arabia or at the hands of ISIS or in America. I'm against them all. But the ones we hear about in the news are in Iran often. In the case of Rehan Jabari,
I mean, in the media they do talk about Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
they do.
Iran, and and obviously the Islamic State beheadings have been much publicised, more so than the beheadings in Saudi Arabia that happened at the same time. But in the case of Jabari, the knife was stabbed from behind and in the space between the shoulder blades. The long-bladed knife that was used for the killing was purchased the day before, and she sent a text message to her boyfriend saying, "I think I may kill him tonight." The door to the victim's home was not locked, and she was able to escape easily. So it sounds like premeditated murder. And I'm not saying I wouldn't murder someone that did such a thing, but the punishment for murder in Iran is death. So to be fair to the victim's family, that's the death penalty, isn't it? I know it comes back to the death penalty. I'm against the death penalty.
I don't know, because she's obviously been raped. She's obviously cried out for help. She hasn't been getting it from the authorities because the person who raped her was in the authorities, so they're probably corrupt anyway. So, now she's thinking he's just going to get away with it. Okay, so I don't know if you premeditate. I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing of it.
For 7 years since the murder took place, several judges worked on the case in order to find a solution, but all evidence proved Jabari was guilty of premeditated murder. Now, that might be murder in revenge for a rape in order to restore your honour, but the penalty for murder in Iran is the death penalty. So if you go out and commit a murder, you do so knowing that you may be murdered yourself, and you have to. Yeah,
I understand.
It's a terrible situation.
I understand what you're saying, but you got to understand that the guy was in authority. Do you understand? So she was probably been crying out for help. This guy and so and so, but nothing was happening. So you can imagine her frustration. that this person is just going to get away with it scot-free and carry on with his life like nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So you take the law into your own hands. Mm-hmm. As I said, I don't condone the death penalty. I don't think any crime merits it. I think we should be better than murderers. We should be better than rapists. The punishment for rape is never rape, is it? That would be an insane society that would argue for that. Yeah.
But there is, I think with things like rape and, paedophilia or whatever it might be, I think bringing on more severe punishments will deter.
Do you really think so? Do you think the rapist worries about?
I think the rape issue isn't
worries about whether he's going to get punished or caught. I don't think that there's any evidence that the death penalty actually is a deterrent. Why is the murder rate so high? So what's the problem then? I
mean, is it going back to a show that we had not too long ago, just talking about the dress codes and how people conduct themselves in public? Do you think that's got a lot to do with it? Do you think that would be a deterrent? I mean, if females covered up more, if men kept their eyes down more, do you think that would become a deterrent?
Look, we could all be better people, but I don't think that the answer to murder is more murder. But we've got another. Go again. We've got another code of honor that I wanted to talk about. How's your Afghan culture, Baba? Are you familiar with familiar with Afghan culture?
A little, not too much.
What about the term Pashtun Wali?
Pashtun Wali.
This is another code of honor that I've.
What does that mean, guardian?
No, I'm not sure what it literally means, but it's the code of honor that exists in the Afghan culture, or the Pashtun or Pathan culture. And I'm hoping we're going to speak to an Afghan about it. Call again, bro. Call him again. We're going to speak to Omar. Hopefully.
Well, there's if we can get through. I think there's loads of different codes of conduct in Afghanistan. I mean, you've got different types of tribes there, different types of sectarian people there. Just also there's all sorts.
There's many tribes and ethnicities.
I've always one of the interesting things I saw when I saw Afghan Sikhs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you see them?
I just saw it on the TV. Afghan Sikhs, and I was like, wow, Sikhs are in Afghanistan.
You thought they were all Muslim?
No, I didn't think they were all Muslim, but I was just surprised to see Sikhs in Afghanistan, that's all.
Well, that's the thing. I think Afghanistan has been in the news recently. Hold on, we're getting a call. This might be Omar.
Hello. Hello, mate. I just wanted to talk about honour.
Honour. You've come to the right place. This is, let me tell you, Sundays. What's your opinion on honour? Who's this?
This is Jared.
Jared, go ahead, Jared.
How you doing, mate? Yeah.
Are you an honourable guy?
Well, I like to think so, but it's one of them things that I think people should be taught at school, to be honourable.
Honour studies.
And not just, instead we're taught about maths and sciences and English and, cooking. And I know you sort of need all of that, but really I think some of the problems we have in our society today comes down to honour. Like, I know, for example, I don't know, like in Reading the traffic's quite bad, and I gave someone way, right?
Yeah.
And he turned up and stuck his fingers up at me. Now, I thought to myself, do you know what I mean? That's not really honourable, all right? So, fair enough. I didn't act in the right way, and there was a bit of trouble, but I think it's something that we should all work on.
And if it could start in school. What would page 1 of the honour textbook look like, Jared, if you were to write it?
Well, I think all religions sort of say, do to others as you want done to yourself, sort of thing.
It's a good start.
I'm not really a religious man, but I do believe in God.
Or do they say eye for an eye, tooth for tooth?
Well, some say that as well. Yeah, eye for an eye.
Well, that's the thing, there's different quotations from different religions and stuff, but I think, it teaches you to be good.
Yes.
And I think, I have Muslim friends who are Jewish. I have Christian
Muslim friends who are Jewish.
Well, and Jewish.
Okay. I mean, what sort of principles do you think that our society, in England or Britain, should be learning from a young age? What sort of principles can we teach the youngsters so when they get older, when they get ready for the real world, that they would have these implanted in them? Because the thing is, we live in such a society where we're taught about freedom. So when you start teaching principles, in schools, they're going to think, hold on, you're trying to control these people. So, but are we really? Or are we just trying to teach them good manners?
Well, that's a very good point.
If you go into the schools now and you start, being all communist on the kids, saying wear the uniform, say yes sir, no sir, all these things, then, then everyone's going to be jumping up and down thinking, oh, you're trying to take away our freedom. So I think a lot of people are confused. One side, they want freedom, and the other side, they want proper manners as well. Which one do they want,
Well, this is the thing. I don't, I think sometimes people confuse this idea of, being honourable, seeing as we're talking about that, with sort of, I don't want to use any swear words, but being a small kitten, trying to just roll over and just take what anyone sort of says, And I think this is it's a very good point you bring up. I think it's important people learn they got to stand up for themselves, right? Everyone's got 2 feet, even Oscar Pistorius does, right?
Well,
and
he stood up for himself in the wrong way.
Well, he might be on his knees now.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, he didn't have a leg to stand on in court, did he? But yeah. But the point I'm sort of trying to make, and
right.
is that it's important that we learn to stand up for ourselves, and but at the same time, this honour, sort of respect. I know in a lot of Asian cultures, I've got Pakistani friends and Chinese friends and stuff, and I know this thing of respect is very big.
Yeah.
You respect everyone that you like.
Yeah. Well, we're taught to respect everyone, not just people that we like. Everyone in general,
Yeah, but more those people that you like, though, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously the people that you like, you're gonna like them even more, aren't you? You're gonna respect them even more.
Yeah. But then you can't take nonsense from them either. Do you know what I mean?
It is hard to maintain your honour and not be a pushover.
Yeah.
But also not be aggressive.
So with your situation today, or whenever it happened, where someone stuck the finger at you, you had to keep your composure, isn't it? Because if you had lost the plot and gone and ran after that car or whatever, who would look like the idiot? You, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, I did look like an idiot. Yeah.
Is that what you did, Jared?
But that's what. Well, I did sort of lose my cool in that. But that's what I'm saying. If I was, I blame the government or like the teachers, the teaching system. Cause,
don't blame the teachers. Come on, we have a hard time as it is.
If they would have teach me at school to sort of be more calm and stuff. I mean, you think about it. How many times have you been sort of in KFC and it's taken ages and you've sort of got angry and you've called the guy a Polish whatever or a Japanese. It doesn't matter where he's from. I think if we would have learnt this in school, they'd be like, I don't know, everyone would be eating happy chicken, if you know what I mean.
But is it just the school though? I mean, we could talk about this all night, but do you think that it should just be the schools that are teaching our future, our kids? It should be, the parents as well, also the community in as a whole should be all working together, as a unit to build up the youth. I mean, we say, okay, but you got to understand, the kids are only going to school for 6 hours a day, and about 2 hours of that is breaks. So how much learning are they actually doing? So it's a wide issue, you know what I mean? It's not just the schools. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think that should be a global solution to it, where everyone in You imagine if everyone in Reading, right, you know, old people, young people, fat people, if they all sort of helped, you know, to sort of, if someone did something wrong and they all said, no, don't do that, that's wrong, that's not honourable. You know, I agree with you, mate. It's not just the teachers, the parents. I think it's the whole of society.
It's also the teaching assistants.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think this is where we're lacking. We are too afraid to correct each other's wrongs. Like, for example, if you did something wrong, you know, in front of me, you know, the guy next to me and the other guy should be saying, "Hold on, you need to chill out, mate. You shouldn't be doing that. You know, you're doing it wrong." I think this is where we're lacking. Too many people don't want to speak out for what's right.
That's it, mate. Collective justice, or not justice, but honour or justice, I guess would do. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. You know, you're right, mate. You know, 6 hours a day at school. I did a bit less than that.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you can't blame it all on the teachers. No. That's true. No. But I think, you know, I mean, the whole world's gone crazy. You look what happens in sort of, you know, I'm sure the French are doing bad stuff. Like, there's every country has its problems, and I think we all got to realise we're all brothers and sisters. Yeah. You know, not literally. Well, some of us might be, but like, and we've got to treat each other as a family. You know, and I think this whole, what I was saying earlier about my, you know, Pakistani and like Japanese mates, like, they respect their families, and I think this thing of respect and honour, I think would just be a lot more happier.
It's actually more happy or happier. Didn't want to be afraid to correct you there, but
Julian's trying to be a school teacher now.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a teacher. Jared, thank you very much for getting in touch on honour.
That was a good call.
It was an honourable call.
Very
Thank
honourable.
you, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think you raised a lot of good points there, actually.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, and it starts with correcting each other and correcting yourself and holding your hands up when you mess up.
What are family values?
Family values.
What
Where's the
are
thing?
family
Look, I want to
values?
talk to Omar, our Afghan friend, about the Afghan values, but I think family values are probably almost the same all over the world. Just because certain countries have a certain name for it.
The values are there, Julian, but implementing and practicing them, is that really there?
Well,
you know, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is where, you know, our friend who just called, you know, was talking about a collective thing. But, you know, we've got problems within our own families where, you know, a lot of single parent homes, you know, all sort of things are happening. And, you know, we like to preach a certain thing, but practicing it is very difficult.
that's the problem. Have we got another call? Okay, we go into line 3. Hello, line 3. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Erin.
Erin, welcome.
Thank you.
Speak up a bit or right into the phone.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you faintly.
You're in a very echoey room.
My phone signal, is that better? Or?
A little bit better. Welcome to the show, Erin. Are you an honourable person?
Am I an honourable person? Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, it depends on your definition. We just heard from Jared there, who said honourable meant correcting yourself when you do something wrong and treating others like you'd wanted to be treated.
Yeah, I agree mentally with that. I think honour can, well, obviously it can depend on specific cultures. I mean, I'm half Turkish and half English, and if you look at some of the villages...
Erin, if you can, call us back on this number from a landline.
Oh, really?
Because this line is no good.
Okay. All right,
okay.
okay.
Give us a call on a landline, please, and
Please.
we'll discuss it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
We're standing by. That's Erin with a terrible connection, but we'll try and get her back on. We've still got Omar to go to. Sorry, Baba. What were you saying before we?
Yes, practicing what we preach. You know, we're talking about a collective. You know, everyone collectively getting together and trying to make a world a better place. Mm-hmm. But are we really practicing that? You know, everyone as an individual has their issues, and then, you know, the family values are lacking, so we are weak on our foundations.
True. But does honour always help that? And does it make it a good thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, one thing about honour is that honour and failure doesn't work. It doesn't go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. You know, honor is about winning, being successful. You know, it's not about failing. So, you know, if you carry honor, dignity, pride to the extent where you don't become egotistical, you know, yes, you are on the verge of trying to get to that success and, you know, building a successful life for yourself and your community and family and whatnot.
But what about when it leads to violence? I think in a moment, we're going to talk about...
well, I wanted to talk about that as well.
We are going to talk about that.
I want to talk about the soldiers.
Okay.
And I want to talk about, we talk about the fallen of World War One, World War Two, and now they're saying that all you know, fallen veterans or soldiers in any conflict associated with England. Where is the honor? Is it really honourable? You know, that they died the way they died and for the causes that they died for?
There's a footballer for Wigan, I think McLean. Is it Deaton McLean? I can't remember his first name. He's actually refused to wear a poppy, and a lot of people have criticised him for it. He's an Irish international. Okay. So Ireland weren't exactly involved in the Second World War, and many Irish soldiers fought in the First World War, but other events were happening in Ireland at the time as well. And politically, I think he felt that it's not appropriate for him to wear a poppy because of what it's come to symbolise.
Yeah.
And in fact, people have actually created this white poppy as an alternative to the red poppy. As James McLean refused to wear the poppy because of, as he described it, it's become like a fascist symbol. And he said he wrote a letter explaining why he refused to wear the poppy. He said, I wanted to write to you before talking about this face to face to explain my reasons for not wearing a poppy on my shirt for the game at Bolton. I have complete respect for those who fought and died in both world wars. Many I know were Irish born. And he goes on to say that he mourns their death. However, the poppy has become like a symbol for all the wars and many of the wars since the Second World War.
Well, they openly say it, don't they? They openly say that this is not only for World War One, World War Two, but it's for all the other conflicts that have happened after.
Yeah, I mean, I've worn a poppy in the past. I didn't wear one this year because I didn't. I didn't get around to wearing it, but now I'm kind of questioning it.
I mean, the thing is, you know, we have to look at is when a warrior fights a battle, doesn't matter who the warrior is or where they're from, you know, we have to think about what are they fighting for and what is this conflict about, you know? Okay, the soldier has to do whatever, you know, the government tells him.
And I don't want to make this a personal thing, by the way, because I have respect for any soldier, okay, who fights for his country, who is called up or volunteers to fight for his country, if that's what he believes in, okay? And I even, this is going to sound strange, because you know me and you know my politics, right? But if you believe in what you're doing, then I can respect you for that. That doesn't mean that I believe in what the army is doing or what the war was about. And recently, I met and made friends with some people of a military background who had served this country in wars such as Iraq and Afghanistan. And I didn't agree with the Iraq War in 2003.
What about the war in 91?
Or the war in Afghanistan. I'm against most wars, right? But these soldiers and former soldiers who I met, there's no other word for them than what we're talking about tonight, honourable. And they do conduct themselves with honour. We hear horror stories about the soldiers that don't have that. And that's one of the terrible things about war, isn't it? But there is the ideal soldier is an honourable man. And he may have had to kill or be killed. But it doesn't mean that he did it in a disrespectful way.
So you're saying that he's just doing his job, regardless of what, the purpose is, why he's there. He shouldn't question why he's there. Just go out there and do it. Just go out there and fight, sort of thing.
Yeah.
My whole thing is that there's nothing wrong with being a warrior, but you need to know and you need to really understand why you're going into battle and for what purpose. You don't just go in there blindly and say, oh, queen and country, and just go there, without asking any questions. I don't think that's the way to do it. We could talk about Muhammad Ali. He's a perfect example. He said, why should I go there? What did they ever do to me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he refused, and he was ready to go to prison. Actually, he was ready to die. He said, you can kill me if you want to. So that is honourable for me.
That
someone who questions, the battle, someone who questions the war, rather than just say, for queen and country, let's do it.
Okay. That's a very strong point. And there are soldiers around the world, in certain parts of the world, where you are conscripted to the army, where you are put into the army without a choice. And there are soldiers who have refused and who are in jail tonight because of that. And that is also
to me,
honour.
They're more honourable than the ones who blindly just go into it. And I think that if you're just like, I keep saying it, for queen and country, and just going in there, I don't really have much respect for that.
Sure, but you got to understand, some people grow up not knowing any other way. But we're going to find out from line 4 their view on honour. Who's this?
Hello, it's Glenn.
Glenn, welcome to the show, Glenn.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you an honourable guy?
Well, try to be.
What does honour mean to you, Glenn?
Well, it's a thing I'm thinking about a lot these days.
Why has it been on your mind? Because of Remembrance Sunday?
No, not really. Not that.
What put honour in your mind?
Well, I had a missus, didn't I?
Okay.
And she didn't honour the vows. So.
The marriage vows.
No, that was a while ago. It's 12 years ago. But
okay.
Are you still getting over it?
Well, begs the question, doesn't it?
Love, honour, and obey. Was that in the vows, Glenn?
Well, that's what they say, don't they? They say that.
They do say that. It wasn't true in this case. Without going into too much detail, what happened?
Well, let me ask you, Jules.
Go on.
I'll be honest with you, because I think there's honour in that.
Thank you. I'll try to reciprocate.
I think there's honour in being honest, even if what you're being honest about isn't honourable.
Right.
Right.
Honour among thieves.
Well, I didn't steal nothing. But,
okay. I'm not accusing you of anything.
No. Well, without proof, you can't.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
But I'll be honest with you.
Go on,
I just covered why, because I think it's honourable.
Mm.
When that happened, right, I thought, right, I'm going to kill her. That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought I'm going to kill her.
You thought that, Glenn. I'm hoping you resisted that thought.
Well, yeah, I did.
With a more honourable
well, I don't know if it was honourable. It's just that I couldn't figure out how to do it without getting caught. But
right.
So the law did its job because it scared me off.
It deterred you from.
Yeah. Question is though, right? What is more honourable? No, sorry. What's less honourable?
Yeah. What
she done to me, or what I was gonna do to her, right? If I'd done it right, and I didn't do it,
I know.
It wasn't. Yeah. If then what would be worse, right? Because in my opinion, what she'd done, right, was really dishonourable. And if I killed her, right, I would have done so to save my honour, my dignity. So,
Glenn.
Yeah.
I really thank you for your honesty. Right, I think that's really powerful, and you've got a lot of courage to come in and speak like this on the radio.
Cheers.
I'm going to come back at you with my honesty
Right.
now, and you strike me as an honourable guy.
Cheers, mate.
I think you saved your own honour by not stooping to that level.
Right.
And I can understand the emotion you had at the time. Well, I can't understand it because I've never been in that position, but I can imagine it must have been terrible for you to feel like that.
Yeah.
But I think you maintained your honour by not succumbing to this animalistic desire for revenge. What do you think?
I like the fact you said that because it makes me feel better about the fact that I didn't do it. But I'm thinking, right, you know, people do around the world, you think about all the stuff you hear, people do kill in the name of honour, right? Who am I to say they're wrong? Because in fact, I kind of get it, you know what I mean?
You've had the window open to you, how people could feel that way. Barbara Ali, what's your view, your take on Glenn's situation?
Well, he definitely is an honourable man because whatever happened to him affected him. You know, he obviously carried, you know, that relationship with dignity and with pride. Yes or no?
Well, I mean, I never left her.
Okay.
So I always came back to her, so it wasn't like what she'd done to me.
Right. Okay. So, she did something to you, but you still hung in there. You were still trying to be the better person and trying to work it out, sort of thing.
Well, I couldn't work it out because she ran away.
Okay. Right. But I think, you know, with your situation, you are an honourable guy. You know, obviously it affected you. It's something that you treasured, isn't it? You know, your relationship with her.
She, you know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't look good when you've got a woman who's left you. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. I mean, obviously, every man's got his pride, innit? His dignity, obviously. You know, first thing.
That's the thing. That's the key right there, right? You said it. Pride, right?
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have pride, it's one of the 7 sins, that is.
Yeah.
But I've got it, right? And that's why I want to kill her.
Don't do it, Glenn.
Well, I'm not going to.
No.
I'm just saying, right, that...
You feel that. Honestly, I think, Glenn, you need to breathe in some positivity and breathe out some negativity and say, this happened for a reason.
Yeah.
I learnt from it. I've shared my experience with dozens of listeners tuning in tonight. And I've become a better person for it.
That's nice, but it's one question, right?
Go on.
It comes down to this, right? What is the value of honour if it's never worth killing for?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
It's worth...
Well, our good friend Spencer Fearon said that why would you want to die for something that you love when you can live for it?
No, I'm not talking about me killing myself. I'm talking about killing her.
I know that. What I'm saying is that you love you have to love yourself more. Do you understand? This is about you now.
And be better than that.
You cannot hurt yourself or hurt someone else because of whatever happened. You have to love yourself now and learn to love yourself. Once you learn to love yourself, you know, things will get better.
Yeah.
That's probably what's lacking now in your life, I think. You know.
But it kind of what that's done is, right, it's kind of sidestepped the question though, doesn't it? I mean, it's true.
We have dodged a bullet there. What would we kill for? Is what you're
Well, yeah, and
saying.
is honour what is honour if it's never worth, you know, even doing some time for? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Well, that is a very powerful question.
A very intense.
Should we
question.
leave that one hanging in the air for anyone that's got a?
Because we're not capable of answering.
No, for anyone that's got an answer. What does honour mean if it's not worth killing for?
And also,
yeah,
I don't think she'd be listening, but if she was, I'd like to tell her that.
Don't give any names away.
No, just you know what I mean. Just like her to know that, you know, I decided not to do it. You know what I mean?
We've all breathed a sigh of relief there.
Yeah. Well, no, I was only going to kill her and no one else.
Well, okay. Well, still.
Unless I've got a taste for it, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not that kind of guy.
Good man.
Good man.
Yeah.
Glenn.
I see a bright future for you.
Why is that?
Because I have hope.
Yeah, because
That's
you
nice.
made the right choice.
Yeah, you made the right choice.
Yeah.
And, you got the rest of your... Plenty more fish in the sea, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's fish in the sea. That's true.
That's it. Catch and release only. Don't kill them.
No.
Right. Great to hear from you.
Yeah, mate. I appreciate it. And what I'll do now.
Yeah.
So I'll go. Well, I am home.
Yeah.
I'll get off the phone, right? And I'll write down some of the things you said.
You do that.
Yeah.
Give us an update soon.
Well, I'll let you know if I've killed her or not, right?
Please don't.
Please don't do that.
I'm not going to do it. You said an update, and I thought.
Well, no. As in how your life is going, if you've moved on.
Yeah. I mean, call us again. Let us know.
Yeah,
you know, when you're in a better mood, and give us a call.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm in a good mood now. Cheers.
Okay.
I appreciate
Good man.
it.
Have a happy Sunday evening.
Yeah. You too.
Pleasure,
Right.
Glenn.
Right.
Thank you, and good night.
Well,
there goes Glenn.
People are actually listening to that call, and we've got a very worried person
Have we got a concerned listener?
saying, "Bruv, I'm listening to the radio. Call the police on the guy."
He's okay. He said he's not going to do it, and
He's
we
okay.
didn't encourage him to do it.
This was 12 years ago, by the way.
Yeah, 12 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
I wonder what happened in
Well,
his marriage, but
his
there you
love
go. Well,
can
we're going to
really
find out
shred the heart, man.
from another honourable caller
another
on line 5. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes. Is this Erin?
Sorry, Erin's not here. Erin's out. She tried to call you before and it.
Oh, right. So who have we got instead?
Pfizer.
Pfizer, welcome to the show. I happen to know you're a very honourable lady.
Yeah.
What's your take on what's been going on tonight? Did you hear that last guy?
Yeah, I just heard him. I can still hear him, actually. Is it, on late?
Is it okay? Well, there is a slight delay. Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Are you his ex-wife?
Sorry, go on.
You weren't married to him, were you?
I won't marry him. No, I definitely won't.
Thank God for that. It's a joke.
No, he was a funny guy.
He was a funny. Yeah. Well, yeah, he was funny.
He definitely made the show interesting.
What was your take on? What's your take on honour then?
Well,
And do you have an answer for his question? Is it ever worth killing for?
No, he said, what's honour if it's not worth killing for?
personally, I don't think it is. That's what I was going to ask you. Like, my question to you was, what's your take on, honour killings and, when certain families will kill? Do you know when you hear about all the people, families killing their child because they've not been honourable to the family and they've, got with someone...
I could this is something I could never get my head round.
Huh?
I could never understand it. I could understand wanting to kill someone in revenge for a murder. If someone killed, God forbid, one of my family, I'm sure I'm going to feel like killing that person in revenge. I'm going to feel that way. But I can never imagine a member of my family doing something so horrible that would lead me to want to kill them. I mean, I had a close friend whose father killed his niece, like the cousin of my friend, in a so-called honour killing, and I could not understand it at all.
What did she do?
Without going into too much personal detail, the daughter married someone who the family didn't approve of.
Yeah.
Or no, was in a relationship with and wanted to marry, rather. Someone rather than who they would have wished for. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just can't understand it.
Yeah, I don't agree on that at all, but obviously it happens a lot, so I just wanted to know other people's opinions on it, whether they think it's right or...
Well, I'm saying it's wrong, Barbara Ali.
Yeah, what's your opinion? Obviously, Barbara Ali's he's Pakistani, isn't he?
Obviously.
Yeah, so what was, what's his...
If you know him, it's obvious. He just...
Is it obvious?
Yeah, he just eeks of Pakistan.
Do I smell of curry, yeah?
I didn't say that, Barbara Ali. No, if you've been to his shop, I'm joking. If you've seen him...
if you've been in my shop or sat in my taxi...
Yeah. He's got a Pakistan flag over the top of an England flag.
I'm actually wearing green trainers right now.
Yeah, green and white.
Yes.
I am as well.
Go on, Barbara Ali. What's your Pakistani take on this?
Well, I think when it comes to honor killings in Pakistani culture, I think times are moving on. It depends really. I mean, some families are still, in that thing where they're trying to, stomp that, Pakistani culture into their kids. And, even like now, I'm third generation, you got fourth generation talking about Pakistani castes and stuff like that, and they've never been to Pakistan. They've been in England all their life. They don't even know, but they've got that thing embedded into them, and it's just going through the generations, I think. But when it comes to the honor killings now,
so your generation now, do you have any kids?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so if your daughter, son, whoever, are married out of your culture,
right,
or wanted to marry out of your culture, what would you do about it?
Well, I'm married out of my culture.
Oh, okay. What did your parents have to say about it?
Yeah, they were pretty open-minded about it, to be honest with you.
And the rest of the family?
Yeah.
You married a different caste from Pakistan?
No, she's not even she's not even Pakistani. She's not.
I'm joking, Baba.
Yeah. No, but I think it's moving away. I think it's not as strict as deep as that, where you want to kill someone. I think that's still happening in deepest, darkest parts of India and Pakistan.
But
it does happen
in England all the time. You hear about that stuff. Even the estate I used to live on, it happened twice.
Wow.
So yeah.
What estate is that then?
To the same person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honor killings going on in your state. What are they so honoured about?
The honourable estate.
Oh.
No, I don't get it. It's crazy. I don't understand it. It happens in some cultures, but not all cultures. I can't imagine why.
It's nice to know that now, as the generation grows, obviously it's a lot more laid back.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, what are your views in it on this stuff, Pakistani culture and caste and stuff like that? Do you think it's honourable to do something like that, or do you think it just divides people more?
Honourable at all, because it's just a lot of the things is culture. It's not even Islam. Do you know what I mean? So it's not even the religion.
No.
It's the culture, because in in Islamic religion, you're not allowed to kill anybody anyway. So
that's right.
Do you know what I mean? I just don't agree with any of it. I think it's so backwards.
Yeah, we agree with you.
Yeah.
We definitely agree with you.
Faiza, thank you so much for getting in touch.
Thanks for the entertaining call.
Okay.
And I'll post a picture of my trainers.
Yeah, I know they're bright green. Another night, if you want to do a whole show on this, and you've got is it Erin who wanted to speak about it particularly?
Yeah.
We would arrange that for future, because there's obviously a lot of material there. But tonight was very much just honour in general, and you've certainly made a brilliant contribution. So thank you very much for that.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Do call again. Keep listening.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. That's Pfizer. Yeah, go on. I can't understand it, Barbara. How you could kill someone for honour, unless it was like a revenge for a murder.
Well, first of all, you got to really look at what are you being so honourable about.
Mm.
A lot of people aren't really honourable; they're just selfish. There's a difference.
Acid attacks.
Acid attacks.
Is that for honour?
Well, in Pakistan, it happens a lot, where acid gets thrown into the woman's face.
What, instead of killing her?
Yes.
Is that like the lesser alternative?
No, it's not lesser. It's sort of ruins it's basically you're dead. You're alive, but you're dead.
All right.
I mean, what kind of life are you going to have with, a melted face? Really? I mean, and you're a woman. It's really, really horrible. I don't know. I don't know how and people actually get away with it as well.
How?
Just the way the law is over there. I don't know how they do it. They just get away with it. And it's all premeditated, they'll get into argument, over something silly, over something petty. And it's about control as well.
Okay.
Because, once you ruin somebody, they're sort of under your control, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You've broken them down to the lowest
So
point.
what would be an excuse for throwing acid in someone's face? What?
Well,
is it an honour thing?
If you hear some of the silly reasons that this happens, you'll be shocked. You'll be like, this is
I would be shocked.
caveman era or something.
Let's go to a call. Hello, caller. You're live. Who's this?
Hi there. This is Colleen.
Colleen.
Hi, yeah.
Hello there.
Welcome to the show, Colleen.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say, and I know it sounds strange, but I think it was best said when R. Kelly said, "My mind's telling me."
Yeah. No. Yeah. But my body's telling me yes.
Yeah. And I think, in situations like that, that's when you can really, be honourable.
Okay, okay, so when your mind's telling you, so you know something's wrong, but your inner animalistic side is telling you, no, I want to do it.
No, your
mind's telling me yes.
No, mine's telling me no. Mine's telling
but my body. Shall we all sing it together?
No, we're not going to sing it.
All right.
Okay.
My mind.
Go on.
Yeah, okay.
Go on,
so the point is?
My mind. Are we singing it or not?
Well, I wanted to. Barbara Ali's... Yasser's going to sing it for us. Just give him the mic.
No, we can't go into R. Kelly and all that. No. So what was the point?
You know the song anyway, My Mind.
Yeah.
But my
yeah, we know. You don't need to sing it.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, it's that song, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point you're trying to make?
Colleen.
Well, it's like my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes.
Yeah.
And what's that got to do with honour?
You don't want to hurt nobody, right?
Well, it's sometimes you know you shouldn't do something, but you want to do it.
There's something you've just got to say.
And that's what's honourable.
Okay.
Did you hear the caller a few minutes ago who said he didn't want to kill his wife, or he did, but he didn't?
He was gone 12 years ago, and he's still trying to get over it.
No.
We had a caller who said that his wife did something, and he felt like killing her, but he wisely chose not to. That's the moment when you listen to your mind rather than your body or your. In this context, Colleen, are you talking the body as in the?
Well, it sounds to me like he doesn't listen to R. Kelly.
No, well.
Should he have listened to I Believe I Can Fly?
Maybe if we all listened to a bit more R. Kelly, would be more honourable.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't see anything wrong.
With a little...
other people do. So, I think, as they say in, Sheffield, one man's freedom fighter is another man's honour.
Is that what they say in Sheffield?
No.
I'll have to...
Isn't it one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter? Didn't you just get it
wrong? That's the one. That's the one. That doesn't have anything to do with honour. But going back to my point, I think just trying to do, trying to do the right thing.
Do the conscious thing.
Is the honour, exactly, you've hit it, yeah. Do the honourable thing. That's what it's about.
But honour is different to everybody. This is the problem.
Well, exactly. That's the point I was trying to make.
Is it ever worth killing for?
Colleen, the chap who wanted to finish off his wife, or his ex-wife, he said, what is honour if it's not worth killing for? Yeah? So he thought that, he obviously, his honour is so much that he can kill someone for it. Do you understand?
Yeah, but that's what a lot of the jihadists say. And look where that gets them.
It gets them into paradise.
Well, you say that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what they're saying.
Well, you just did say that.
Even kamikazes, let's forget the jihadists now, even kamikazes, they believe that, if they did that, or the act that they were doing, flying into warships or whatever they were doing, they believe that they were going to go into a better place.
Well, it's interesting, because in that situation, I guess their mind's telling them yes, but their body's telling them no.
No, I think the body's with it as well, trust me. They're all, one unit is going in there, and they got no second thoughts. This is a point that I want to raise, actually, where you've got people who've got a kamikaze nature, who are willing to kill or kill themselves, and then you've got other soldiers that, want to go to war, but at the same time want to go back home to their families. Which soldier or which warrior, is more honourable? Is it the soldier that's willing to give his life and body, or is it the soldier that wants to go out in battle but wants to go home at the same time? Who is more loyal?
I think
Which one is more loyal?
Well, is it loyal or honour?
Or honour.
Honour, yeah. Oh, sorry, honour. Okay, which one is more honourable? Who would you rather have? Okay, if you had an army, who would you rather have? Would you have the soldier who was willing to give his body, his life for you, or would you want the one who wanted to serve you but wanted to go home at the end?
Well, I think the one who wants to serve me but go home at the end would be better.
Why is that?
Because not my home, but because it means that they're doing something that they don't want to do out of honour, out of respect. And I think respect and honour are quite closely linked.
But can they do a proper job though? You see, this is the thing. Will they be able to do a proper job? Because if they're going out there and at the same time they're saying, oh, you know what, I can't wait to serve my time and then I want to go back home to my wife and kids, will they really be serving you properly, or do you want the guy who's willing to really go all out for you?
Well, as a group called Cameo said, it's like candy, and I think with a lot of medicines, they're sort of candy coated, so they have a candy flavour, sugar flavour, so you take them.
So you don't know which one you're going to get.
Well, I think sometimes it doesn't really matter how it is, as long as the desired effect is got it.
Okay.
But I think honour is really about. For me, it's about doing what's right. And if you're doing what's right, and this is the point I was trying to make with the freedom fighter thing. How do you know one man's right's another man's wrong?
That's right.
But I think Julian mentioned this point earlier on. If somebody's truly believing what they're doing is right, then and it's difficult for them, I think that's honour.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And
it's difficult to say that sometimes, but I really think it is.
Don't stop, never give up.
well said, Colin. Who's
that? Take that.
Fantastic.
Excellent call. Excellent call. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Colin, bye-bye. Thank you very much. An honourable call. Yeah. I mean, in my research for this show, I did kind of come to that conclusion. And
what, one man's terrorist and another man's freedom fighter?
One man's terrorist and another man's freedom fighter. Not quite, but the idea of being honourable in battle, being a soldier, and we talked a lot about death tonight and murder and killing. I don't think it's almost never right to kill someone. Would I kill someone? Hopefully only ever in self-defence. But I can understand if someone had committed an atrocity on me or on my family that I might want to kill them. But yeah, obviously the honourable thing is not to do so.
Is there more honour in living than dying?
I think there's more honour in forgiveness than revenge.
So living, basically.
Yeah, in living than dying. And this weekend, people have remembered people that have died for what they believed in, and I think we can respect that all in our own way. Whether that means wearing a poppy or not, I can understand why you would or you wouldn't want to.
Thinking about World War I, World War II, and the thing about it for me is that too much focus is given to the British soldiers or the English soldiers. Yeah. Not enough credit is given to the other soldiers from the Commonwealth or the other countries, which there should be. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Earl Brown mentioned that when he was on here. That he said he saw the monument for all the fallen soldiers from the Caribbean.
I mean, let's look the Caribbean. You've got India. So many soldiers from India fought as well. Names from other countries, man.
Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka.
No. They fought in the World War I, World War II.
Yeah, they did. They fought for Britain. Soldiers from Ireland, soldiers from Canada, all of the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
essentially. And it was these soldiers wore Well, it was the war that led to the breakup of the Commonwealth, essentially.
If they gave a bit more credit to other soldiers from other countries that fought in World War One, World War Two, do you think that, you know, it'll be more of a treasured time, if you know what I mean? Like, you know, more people will be involved with it. They're thinking, oh, you know what, this is just too biased. You know, more countries will be involved in it, you know, but they're not, sort of thing.
I guess it's like everything. It's always going to be Euro-centric. I mean, I saw on TV there were Germans and British together commemorating the war. Maybe long enough has gone past now for the enemies to be so-called friends. I've got a sound clip that's been sent in from Pfizer. Do I dare play it?
No.
Barbara Ali? I'm going for it.
My mind's telling me no, but my body.
They're tributing R. Kelly there, I think. God knows what the next one is. That's a reference to, what was he called? Colleen.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Colleen. Well, I think it was a Colin.
Colin, that's what I heard. Barbara, tonight has brought up things I never thought we'd even think of. We've missed out bits I thought we would talk about, but hey, that is the nature of a radio show. You never know in which direction it will take us. Are there any more texts to come through? Or are we going to go straight to the announcements?
Announcements. Yeah, I don't know. I think we pretty much, you know, we've taken some good calls tonight. We've talked about it as general as possible. You know, we're not experts in any field. We just like to talk a bit about everything. So yeah, I think we gave the show just a little bit of justice that it deserved, I guess. I'm happy with, you know.
We did it in an honourable way. Am I wrong? I tell you, last night honour nearly caused me some trouble working on the door.
Is there any honour working on the door, Julian?
There is and there isn't.
What is the honourable thing? What is so honourable about working on a door?
For example, last night, I'm actually talking about honour from a customer. Right? Okay. There were a couple of Irish guys in the bar. Right? What a surprise! I saw this guy having a confrontation over a table with a male and about 3 or 4 females, and a plant had been knocked over and spilt. And I was like, oh, right, this is going to kick off. Let me go and honourably diffuse the situation. I leant to the guy who's being aggressive. I'm like, are you okay, sir? Why are you upset? And he was getting aggressive. And he goes, oh, that guy, I just saw that guy hit a girl. You know, I don't stand for that. I was like, right, I can understand that, but to make my life easier, can you not deal with it here and now? Because, you know, obviously we've got to keep the peace in this environment. And because of the way I approached him and interacted with him, I think he kind of took it well, and he could see my point of view because I'd explained to him that I could see his point of view. And then he was telling me, oh, you know, if that was back home, we'd knock him out. We'd never stand for that. So he could see that someone showing aggression towards a woman warrants an aggressive reaction, which I probably agree with. But yet again, being a professional, being honourable, I had to kind of put a stop to it, and I did so without any aggression. What do you think? Is that an honourable story?
As honourable as you can get.
Well, yeah,
working on the door.
As honourable as you can get working in the alcohol drinking environment. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just shows you honour can sometimes cause more problems than it actually can solve.
Yeah.
Barbara Ali, announcements.
The bench press competition, yes. December 7th, is shaping up very nicely. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we will be getting in. What I'm going to do, actually, leading up to the event, probably a couple of weeks before, or maybe on the week, get some of the lifters to come in.
Yeah.
And we can have a little bit of banter.
Okay.
You know.
We'll
because they're pretty competitive.
Are they really?
Yeah. So we'll try to get a few of them in and have some fun.
Fantastic.
And move a little bit away from serious topics. Because apparently we're too political.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know how to have a laugh.
If you heard that show tonight, well then, tell me if they. Yeah, we're too serious. R. Kelly, I don't see nothing wrong.
Tune in next week, as ever. Sundays 9 p.m. Let me tell you, Sundays. Follow us on Facebook, One Ummah FM. For myself, Barbara Ali, and Julian Morrow, it's Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.